Welcome to Reflect with JoJo. So in this video, we're all going to reflect on our 2024. In this setup, I'm going to say 3 different types of reflective questions that you can write in your journal and for you to answer. And then I will share the 5 things that I've learned from 2024. This is just for you to write in your journal and for you to reflect on. These questions are impactful and helpful. Question number 1. What moments in 2024 brought you the most joy? And how can you bring more of that into your life next year? Your happiness matters. You matter. Question number 2. Think about a challenge you faced this year. How did it shape you and what did it teach you about your own strength? You get to learn more about yourself from these challenges. As much as we don't like challenges, it does make us grow and makes us wiser and stronger. You got this. We got this. Question number 3. What is one thing you've learned this year that has made you feel more aligned with your true self? How can you carry that lesson into 2025? Authenticity is very, very important, as well as vulnerability. I can't even say the word, but I'll put the word right here. That word is very important because the truth breaks us free. We need to face the truth. Yeah, let me know your answers down below, as it's a way for us to learn about each other, to inspire each other, to grow together. This channel is about growing together and learning from each other. I'm very curious what you guys will say to those questions if you guys want to. And now I'm going to share the 5 things I've learned in 2024 in no particular order. The 5 lessons that I've learned is this: true love begins with self-love. This topic is one of the hardest things for a lot of people. It's something that we all hear all the time, like you gotta love yourself. Self-love matters, you know? We hear that, we see that a lot, but like, do we truly deeply understand it? Because we all have an inner child and we all have traumas. We all went through life and life has its ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. Subconsciously, we push away because we don't want to see it. Because self-love to me is if I properly love myself, if I take care of myself first, if I put myself first, and that's not selfish. Putting yourself first is not selfish. If I put myself first, I'm able to properly love others, to take care of others. Because if I put others before myself, I'm going to build that resentment and I'm going to have that burnout. In general, you have to take accountability. It's very important not to be in a victim mindset. Because I allowed certain things, it built a resentment inside of me. When I really thought about it, I said yes to certain things when I could have said no. And saying no is a way to also protect ourselves and to put ourselves first. No one is living your life but you. Who is gonna live my life? Who's gonna build my life? Who's gonna pay your bills? You know, there's no one else but you. You have to put yourself first, catch yourself, self-love, self-care. So really deeply think what that means to you. Because I've done a lot of inner work, self-love work, I could confidently say that I know how to love myself. And because of that, I know how to properly love and care for others. And they can feel it, you know, they can feel it. The second lesson that I've learned this year is the power of healthy boundaries. This one. Okay, I know a lot of people are people pleasers. I am one of them and I'm working on it, and I actually became a lot better at it because I was people pleasing a lot. I attracted a lot of narcissist people. When you have healthy boundaries, like I said, it relates to the first lesson. When you have healthy boundaries, you're able to not sacrifice yourself. I've sacrificed myself to the point that I lost myself. People take advantage of your weakness. When I realized I was losing myself, I was not happy anymore. My energy was just constantly draining. I realized I didn't love myself enough, and I realized my boundaries wasn't solid. So when you have healthier boundaries, you know what you like and dislike. Sometimes you have to go through things for you to know that as well. I had to go through things for me to know what I like and dislike. So it's very important for you to know what you like and dislike. And once you do, you could properly put up those healthy boundaries, and your true friends will understand you. Because in life, we're constantly changing. I'm a kind of person who loves to change for the better. I love personal development. And so in life, we're not meant to stay the same. We're a butterfly. We're gonna constantly transform. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. There's a reason why you are you. So when you have those healthy boundaries, you can protect yourself more, you could love yourself more, you could be more clear, resentment is not being built up, you're not being burned out. So have healthy boundaries, it's not selfish, and again, your true friends will love you and understand you. Lesson number 3, healing starts with vulnerability, embracing your feelings and facing your trauma. This is a big one because I think 100% of people that I know need to do this, yet it's the hardest thing to do because a lot of us have a lot of ego and pride. Because we have ego and pride, we want to run away from our problems, run away from the painful emotions instead of really facing what's there. Honestly, that's the way we could heal and grow. Because once we carry on that trauma, we're gonna constantly bring that same habit, and that's what's gonna affect our reality and how we interact with people. And our traumas could start anytime, and definitely we all went through things in life from our childhood, from our teens to our adult years. When we face problems, sometimes we are in denial. What I mean by that is that sometimes we don't acknowledge that's even a problem because we're so used to it. We're numb to the feelings. I hear it all the time and I've said it. It's like, oh, I'm used to it. Like, oh, it's all good. When really I've been called out and I called out other people's BS. It's like, no, that's the thing that we need to work on. I said this previously, the truth breaks us free and there's no other way around it. There's no shortcuts in this healing. We really need to go through it. You face that trauma or problem and then you do that self-reflect, self-inner work. Don't be in a victim mindset. We will have different kinds of emotions. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge those emotions. Any emotions that comes out is valid because it's part of the healing process. The main thing is that you're willing to go through it. No matter how hard it is, it's okay to give up at times, but if you constantly remind yourself, okay, I want to work through it. I want to heal. I want to grow. If you have that willingness, that kind of mindset, you'll be able to heal that certain trauma. It's the root. When you feel and you're vulnerable with yourself, you'll be able to see everything. You're able to feel and see everything. And it's healthy for you to release those emotions, release your tears, because that's a way of your body also healing, because the emotions that we keep in also affects our body, our health, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. They're all connected. And not only that, you get to learn more about yourself, and that's how you're able to grow, because you learned the lessons that you needed from that trauma, and that trauma happened for a reason, or that problem happened for a reason, or that painful situation happened for a reason. Learn from it, grow from it, and heal from it. And you're not alone, okay? Express it here if you need to. Lesson number 4, the magic of authenticity. I actually made a song called Authentically Me.
Watch me shine so brightly. Gonna be authentically me. One of a kind, no one can take my light. I'm proud of me.
I just love the energy and the topic of that. Again, it relates to self-love. It's about learning about yourself. What do you actually want? What makes you happy? What do you love? And so when you ask those kind of questions, intuitively, also soul-wise, and just like the feeling, you're going to be gravitated to certain things. By authenticity, authentically me, is also removing outside noises. It's easier said than done, but don't care what other people think. We hear that all the time, but it's really important to do so. You have to listen to you, to your inner voice. What do you want? What do you like? What makes your soul happy? What makes you happy? That's important. You are important. Being authentically yourself could also align you to the right things, guiding you to what makes your soul happy. Again, there are things that we can control and there are things that we can't control. During those times that we can't control, we just have to go with the flow. We have to have trust within ourselves, have faith that things are going to be okay. And when you're authentically you, you could listen and talk to yourself. You get to know more about yourself. And also, it's okay to be lost. Like, what do I want to do? That's why there are other sources where you could be guided to try out different things, as long as you are putting yourself first. And some people may not like you, and that is okay, as long as you know you're not hurting others. Also, having the balance of knowing that you love yourself and others, then it's okay. It's not selfish being authentically you. And when you're authentically you, you're also stepping into your power power, your unique light. You're meant to be you, and you'll think yourself. You're gonna embrace yourself for choosing yourself instead of following other people. They could be an inspiration, but think about like how can that relate to you and how can that build you instead of being jealous of others. I mean, jealousy, envy is still an emotion. It's still valid, but a lot of people take that into the negative route. If you're hurting people with that emotion, that's where it's not good. Instead, use those emotions to drive you to a place where you want to be, that makes you happy. And you gotta think like, am I doing this for them or am I doing this for myself? You know your situation the best, so do what's best for you. Lesson number 5, the power of your circle. This is very crucial because whoever you surround yourself with will impact you, whether you want to believe that or not. It does affect you. So when you're around them, you're gonna constantly hear probably the same things, and energy is very powerful. So their energy is gonna impact your energy and you may become that energy. I also believe that you should have standards. It's okay to have standards. You should have standards. What do you like or dislike? And what are your values? What are your morals? And if those people align with it, then yeah, you could be friends with them. Like, allow them into your life. But if they don't align with your values or morals, then that's when you know like, oh, I need to step away, you know, or have that distance. Then have those healthy boundaries, okay? Because the right people will understand and still love you. So for me, the kind of people that I want to surround myself with are people who are ambitious, who are driven, who love personal development, who are honest, truthful, straightforward. I also love people who are very genuine, authentic, loving, caring, considerate. Like, there's a list. I can just go on and on and on. And because of those traits, they become me as well. And I'm very grateful to everyone, both good and the bad. I've learned a lot through different kinds of people because I meet a lot of different kinds of people from different backgrounds, and I'm so grateful for that because I get to learn about myself and about different people and the kind of people that I want in my life. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. So I learned through those interactions, and through those interactions I got to learn what I like and dislike, what was good for me, what was not good for me. And if we don't align, that's totally okay too, because they will live their life and I will live my life. It's just love at the end. We will do what's best for us. And I'm just so super grateful that I developed friendships where it's very genuine. It's respect. To me, respect is also a big thing for me. If you don't have respect for each other and there's no trust or love for each other, if we're not being honest with each other, there will be no relationship whatsoever. Do your best to know yourself very well. It's okay to be picky. It's okay to have standards. It's okay to choose. Do what's best for you. Those are the 5 lessons that I've learned this year. Hope this helps. Let me know which ones are your favorite, or whatever lessons or whatever you guys want to share with me down below. It's a way for us to connect and for us to learn and grow together. That's what I would want from this video and from this channel and from the community here on YouTube. There will be more content regarding with self-love and reflecting together. Well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell for more of my content. I'll do more of these videos about self-love, self-reflection, and much more. You got this, I got this, we got this. I love you guys. Bye bye.